Stories set to shape the news agenda. Headlines freshly written. Original perspectives on the day's unfolding narratives. See the bigger picture as it emerges. The Papers, tonight at 10:30 and 11:30 on the BBC News Channel.
Boris Johnson's latest Brexit intervention is attacked by senior Conservatives. He tells the Prime Minister that her Chequers plan is like wrapping a suicide vest around the British Constitution. At the same time, trade unions warn that they'll back a new Brexit vote unless the government reaches a good enough deal with the EU.
If it doesn't protect jobs, rights at work and peace in Northern Ireland, then the TUC will throw our weight behind the call for a vote on the terms of the deal.
In Sweden, gains for the far right after immigration dominates the election campaign.
I'm in Stockholm, where the far right is making political history, upending this country's long liberal tradition.
North Korea's birthday parade, but this time its long-range missiles are kept out of sight.
You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life.
And Serena Williams is fined over this outburst at the US Open, igniting a row over sexism in tennis. Good evening. The former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson's latest intervention on Brexit has been attacked by fellow Conservatives as outrageous and disgusting after he likened the Prime Minister's proposals to a suicide vest with the detonator given to the EU. In a newspaper article, he said the Chequers plan was a humiliation that gives Brussels what it wants. Our political correspondent Alex Forsyth reports.
Well, that's it from me, but there's much more on the BBC Sport website, including extraordinary footage of a motorbike racer grabbing a rival's brake lever in a Grand Prix. Back to you, Mishal.
Lizzie, thank you very much. A first look at tomorrow morning's newspapers is coming up on the BBC News Channel in a moment. But that's it from us now on BBC One. It's time for the news wherever you are. Good night.
In just over 6 months, the UK officially leaves the EU.
Can the UK secure a deal in Brussels before time runs out?
In a week of special coverage, we'll answer your questions
on what Brexit means for you and your future.
Brexit, 6 months to go. Starts Monday the 17th of September on the BBC News Channel.
Well, she's great fun, Princess Margaret. She's quite naughty. But the Queen was always saying, Margaret, what are you doing?
She was the Queen's sister, but she did a lot of things that the rest of the family didn't do.
Mystique is somewhere pitched between Ibiza and Balmoral.
Behind the public figure is a story of glamour, duty and defiance. Princess Margaret, the Rebel Royal, starts Tuesday at 9 on BBC Two.
Follow the story, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. You can follow every moment in depth with BBC News. Get the full story at bbc.co.uk/news. Get the headlines as they happen with the breaking news alert. And keep up with events by watching the BBC News Channel in the app. Follow the story wherever you are with BBC News.
Hello, this is BBC News. I'm Martine Croxall. Coming up, a look at tomorrow morning's front pages in the papers. But before that, here's the weather for the week ahead with Staff.
Hello there. Now, it's pretty typical this time of year, the transition from summery weather to autumnal weather, that we get quite a mixture of weather features across the UK. And this week is certainly going to be one of those, a very changeable week in store with a little bit of everything, in fact. Sunshine, rain, strong winds, and in some places a little bit of warmth too. Now, the changeable weather starts really on Monday. We've got a brief bridge of high pressure to begin the day. Then the next weather system will be pushing into western areas, bringing